What is up, everyone? It's Kamikaze here today, and today I wanted to talk about Warbots Operation Raging Typhoon. Yes, that's right, guys. The sequel to Warbots Operation Gathering Storm, the battle pass that we saw implemented into Warbots very recently. So with this comes a new legendary pilot, along with a lot of new weapon skins. A lot of new robot skins, and who knows what else. So I'm going to be hypothesizing, what else could be coming to the game, and I'm going to be talking about the new skins that are going to be coming in. So, of course, we know operations, the last operation, this battle pass that we're in currently, was a pretty decent success, I would say. We got a lot of extra resources, we got a lot of extra good stuff. I'm hoping that Warbots kind of, continues with that, makes the operation pass just as good as it was this time around, and they don't do anything to, change it up too much. I think there are some minor changes, and we'll talk about that at the end, but let's get into it. Alright, so this is the Gold Alcuin skin. Now, here's the deal. This might have already been implemented into the game before. I don't know. I've just never seen the Gold Alcuin skin before. Is it just me? Am I going crazy? Like, was this not in the game before? Or is it a new skin? Because I really think it's a new skin. So that's just that. It's a really nice skin in my opinion. Nice yellow gold tint, and it looks really cool. The funny thing is, though, the Alcuin is considered the red dragon. People don't call it the Alcuin. I do, just because I'm like a OCD kind of person. I don't know. But, a lot of people call it the red dragon, and now it's got like a yellow skin to it. That's going to mess some people up. That's going to be funny to see. Alright, the next one is the Heichi. So this isn't a new skin coming to the game. This is, but it is part of Operation Raging Typhoon. So it's the same skin, but it's like another version of it, basically. So if you get this in the Battle Pass, your robot is going to have a 5% boost in durability. Very nice. Very, very nice. War robots, they used this in the past, in this operation that we're in right now. They tried out something very new, which was giving, players a reward for having these special skins and stuff. I don't know how I feel about that, giving them another boost. I feel like for some of our top tier players, they're kind of obligated to be using them. But at the same time, I think, it gets people using skins, it gets people out there and using the skins a lot more. Because really and truly, skins are something that we haven't really utilized in Warbots. Alright, the next one is also another, trust me, there are new skins, we'll get into those. But this is the Falcon skin, and it's the Blackbird Falcon. But you get a 5% durability boost. For those of you guys that with your traditionalist Falcon, you really got nothing to lose with getting this skin. Because, it's not like, sometimes I feel like when you're switching out stuff or putting on traditionalists and the pilot skills, you're having to change out like a pilot skill. But this is like, it's just a free boost. It's a free 5% boost. And so, yeah. Well, it's probably not going to be free. You're probably going to have to pay for the gold tier operation to get this. And then we have the next one, which is the Gold Falcon. The gold version of the Falcon. Very, very nice looking skin. Again, that's why I kind of think the Alcuin is a new skin, because they have this, like, the Falcon's gold, the Alcuin's gold, I don't know. So, very nice looking, kind of orange and gold kind of combined together. I like the look of this. I don't know. It's a little bit much in terms of gold. There isn't enough color in it. I think that there should be a little bit more color. That would be really nice. But you know what? It's a new skin. And I like having new skins. I know that it's not like a new robot, but a new skin it's just something different. It's something different in the game. Sometimes I get tired. I don't get tired of Warbots, really. Trust me, I've played a couple thousand matches in Warbots. It doesn't tire me out. I don't get bored of it. But, sometimes it does get a little bit boring, going up against the same robots. And I want to get into matches where, I'm going up against different things. And even if that's a different colored robot, I'll take that. I will actually take that. So, yeah. Now we have the Aljun, and this is like an icy Aljun skin. Again, 5%. All of these skins give you a 5% durability boost. Well, the ones that do give you like a boost, it's going to be of 5% and of durability. So it's not like a damage boost or anything. It's just a little bit of extra durability. So, yep, this is kind of an icy Aljun, it's a white Aljun. But rather than kind of having those orangish colors, they replaced it with the ice blue. You know, the very cool blue that I think it looks. I'm not a big fan of this skin right here. It's a little bit, you know, meh. I don't know. But hey, new skin. Also, we need to talk about the other skin. What's that? That Cyber Aljun skin. 10,000 gold. I really thought that was a bug or that was a glitch. 10,000 gold for a skin. I've seen people running Cyber Aljun. 10,000 gold. It's a little much. You really think anybody's really gonna want to buy that except for maybe a couple of the top tier pay to win players? It's honestly, for them, it's just a flex. It's just saying, hey, I have 10,000 gold to throw around on a Cyber Aljun. 10,000 gold. That is just absolutely crazy. I would think more like for that thing, like 1,000, 2,000 gold. I really don't think, you know, 10,000 gold. 10,000 gold. Imagine what you could do with that, you know? You could do so much with your hanger. You could get 2 last stands. 2 last stands. Or you could get a skin that doesn't even do anything, really. It doesn't give you a boost in terms of durability or anything. It's just for show. So, like, I don't know. 10,000 gold. Tell me what your opinion about it is. It's just a flex, really, in my opinion. Alright. Our next one is the Mercury. Now, this is the Celestial Mercury. We've seen this one before, but it's coming back in the Operation Raging Typhoon Battle Pass, so we'll see it again. But, of course, 5% durability buff for it if you have this skin and you get in the Battle Pass. Now, the regular version, you don't get that, but if you get the Battle Pass version, an extra little 5%. It's not too big of an addition, but hey, it's a little bit of an addition. Not bad. Alright, and then we have the Hades. Yes, the Hades is actually coming back. Now, I feel like I remember this skin from somewhere. It's like deja vu. Oh my god, after I do this video, after I make this video, I'm gonna have to go back, because wasn't this the skin that was on the test server when the Ares and Hades and Nemesis first came out? Didn't the Hades look like this? And then they decided to change up like the style of it last minute or something like that. And now they're bringing it back in many months into the future. Like what do you think? 8 or 9 months into the future, they're bringing it back. An old version from the test server, an old forgotten version of the Hades is coming back with a 5% durability buff, and yeah, that's pretty cool. Same goes for the Nemesis. The Nemesis didn't used to look like that. It used to look like that. Am I going crazy? I mean, like, I already am crazy. I'm like, oh my god. But like, bro, this was here before. This was here before. It definitely was. So I forget. The Ares kind of had the same style that it always had. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm an idiot. But yeah, these are skins from the test server a while back, and then they just reused them and put them back in, and that's really cool. That is really cool, seeing like these things come back. I'm not saying that they're like really nice skins, like they're gray. They're gray and like this puke green, but still it's just kind of funny to see them coming back from a test server from almost a year ago, 9 months. So, goodness. All right. So the Fenrir gold, this Operation Raging Typhoon for some reason has this weird obsession with gold. We saw, you know, Alquin came out, and then we saw, what was the other one? The Falcon, and now we're seeing this one with hints of gold in it. But actually, this is for the Yandy Showdown. Sorry, isn't it? Yeah. Yep, Yandy Showdown. Sorry, guys. I wasn't even paying attention to my screen really, because I don't know. I have a weird recording setup. Just to understand that. So yeah, it's for the Yandy Showdown. And it's, so evidently over this weekend, we're having the Yandy Showdown kind of fight night thing. Maybe it'll be something like in the chest or whatever, because Yandy Showdown is not just like the map, it's also, we have an event, and maybe it's one of those things that you can get in the chest, because I know that you're going to be able to get the Corona and the Avenger. They're like different versions of it. And maybe, I don't know, will the Phantom, you can't really find, like, will the Phantom have a special skin maybe? Will you be able to win it in the Yandy Showdown crates? Who knows? Oh yeah, wait, yeah, you are. It was in the update 5.4 notes. Yeah, you're gonna be able to win the Phantom, Behemoth, and Leech, and then I think other robots, like this special Fenrir skin. Really, really cool Fenrir skin. I would, you know, out of all of them, this one looks really nice. Except for there are some other ones though that look really nice, but this is a nice looking one. Really, I like the gold. I like the hints of gold. I don't like full gold robot, but like, you know, little hints of gold here and there just makes that robot look like really cool. All right, next up, and finally, well, actually, we have a pilot after this, but this is the tier skin, and it is for the Yandy Showdown as well. Now, this is kind of like, I don't know, it reminds me of kind of like this pastel blue that you see in some of these old paintings. What's that one with like the boat and the like the little the boat and the massive wave or whatever? It's like the Chinese painting. Oh my goodness, I'll look it up. I'll figure out what it is. But it looks like that painting. It seriously does. Oh my goodness. It just reminds me. It's so cool. I love this tier skin. It's a nice skin. And also the tier for you those of you tier users, you are actually getting a buff to your tier. It's an accidental, evidently a bug or something. Someone messed up, and so they fixed the bug that caused the tier to go like super slow. And you know, I always thought the tier was really slow, but I didn't think it was a bug. So yeah, the tier for you tier users, you guys are getting a nice little buff in terms of speed. And then if you have the skin on top of it, you're going to get a 5% buff of damage. So, or not of damage, of durability. So that'll be nice. And then the skin just looks pretty cool. I like the skin. It looks a lot better than like the original kind of tier look. The tiers look, you know, is like blue and then orange, right? I don't know how much I like that. I like this skin, though. It just looks nice. And then we have the Nemesis Pilot. Now, I'm a little bit worried about the Nemesis Pilot, that it will become like a meta, and I don't know. But I don't know. The Nemesis ability is still short, even with this. But basically, you get this little guy. He has, I mentioned this before, so he has basically... He increases the duration of your Nemesis's ability. So I think the Nemesis ability is 4 seconds and then 8-second cooldown. Well, if you have this thing, and just on level 1, it's going to give you like, off the top of my head, about 0.60 seconds extra. If you upgrade this thing all the way up, I think it's going to give you about 25% to 30% extra, which could, oh my god, you're going to have five or more seconds on this ability, so that is a lot of time, especially for an 8-second cooldown. Imagine 5 seconds is just a little bit away from the Hades duration of his shield. So watch out for the Nemesis, guys. With this thing on it, I mean, this legendary pilot is very powerful compared to all the other legendary pilots. So for those of you that are running the Nemesis, phew, I would honestly get this thing. Like, 2,500 gold when it does come out, when you do see it around, like, or I think you may be able to get it in, like, the battle pass or whatever. I would get it, because, like, dude, 2,500 gold is the general price of a legendary pilot. You know, this is worth it. That would be worth it. Alright, guys, that is my opinion on all of them. And also, let's talk about the Operation Pass. What do I think could be improved? What do I think that they did good in the past one? You know, the pros and cons of it. I think that personally the operations were a success. Although I'm not like a huge fan of them kind of copying off of like the operation or the battle passes of the past. You know, it was really a nice kind of thing for both free to play and pay to win players, because free to play players, you know, we got some decent stuff. We got extra gold, we got silver, we got some components also, a bunch of stuff, a little bit of power cells also. So I mean, I'm not complaining, and that's extra on top of everything else. And so, you know, and then the paid wins, guys, for $15 or whatever, which it's $15, it's kind of expensive, but compared to some of the other purchases you can make in Warbots, it's nothing. You know, you got a lot. You got like, I think it was 100 million silver if you completed the entire pass thing, and then you got like tons of like gold, like 8,000 something gold, free Viper, free Inquisitor, you know, robots and stuff. You got the Aljun skin, or actually I think the Aljun robot also. You got a bunch of new stuff. So I mean, for both free to play and pay to win players, we got a lot of new resources to our ability, and that's decent. Well, not decent, that's great. But this second one, I really hope that Big Sonic keeps up with this. I really, really do. Because, you know, I'm really hoping that they don't, you know, they don't reduce the rewards. I want it to be able, I want, you know, for these things, like, to get a lot of resources from this. Because this is a nice addition to the game, in my opinion. And I want to be able to get resources from this. And I don't want them, like, decreasing the resources or stuff that you can get from this, because that always sucks. So I hope they keep the same amount of great stuff in the Operation Pass as they did the last time, and continue doing things like this. Now, of course, there was one issue that I found. You know, people were maxing out of this very quickly. There were people that on, like, even the first week already had this thing maxed out level 80, and they had all their stuff, and then they're like sitting there for the next, you know, what is it, 40 something days waiting for the next Operation Pass just so they'll max that out in another week. So they need to do something about that. I mean, just need to figure out a way so that maybe players aren't maxing the thing out in just a week, and it'll take some time, you know. Bring it, I'm not saying make it insanely hard to get stuff. I'm just saying maybe make, like, something where players, it's going to be a lot harder for players to maybe max it out in just a week. Maybe put, like, a limit. Like, maybe you can only do, like, 4,000 Operation XP in a day or something like that. That would work, I think. Tell me what you guys think about that, like an Operation XP limit, I guess, for some of our top tier players that grind all the time and just max this thing out. Alright guys, that is the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Have a great day, everyone. I'm going to see you next time. This is Kamikaze, signing out.